All right, so now let's move on to some video juegos, shall we?
So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I think is really friggin' cool.
Which one? What's it? This one?
This one, yeah.
Okay.
The PlayStation Plus games for February. Again, it's like they knew I wanted this game, and I've been putting off buying it for the longest time.
Did you mention this game too?
Yeah.
Like not too long ago?
Yeah. So they just recently put out Hitman 2. And the cool thing about Hitman 2 is if you own Hitman 1, all of the levels from Hitman Season 1 come into Hitman 2. So this month, February, PlayStation Plus, the main reason I brought this story up is that Hitman Season 1 is going to be completely free for PlayStation Plus users starting February, what is it going to be, 5th? Is that Tuesday? Tuesday is the 5th?
Yeah.
Okay, today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yes. February 5th, Tuesday, when the audio for this goes up and our first clip goes up on YouTube, if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you will be able to download Hitman for free. I suggest everybody do it. I watched Giant Bomb play this game for hundreds of hours because it was that interesting and it made me want to buy this game, but I never wanted to buy it at full price. Then when Square Enix ditched IO but let them keep the property, I was like, cool, hopefully they'll make another Hitman. Hitman 2 has come out, and by all rights, that game is like an even more streamlined, awesome version of the first game, but it's all together. It's not episodic like the first game was. So if you buy Hitman 2 and you have, quote unquote, purchased Hitman 1 through PlayStation Plus on Tuesday, all of the Hitman 1 content, all of the levels, all of the everything all moves into Hitman 2.
Oh.
So basically, you can go out and buy Hitman 2 for $60 and then play all of Hitman 1 and 2 if you get Hitman on PlayStation Plus. So Tuesday, I will be downloading Hitman on my PlayStation 4 and actually start playing it myself because I watched Giant Bomb play so much of that game in 2016 that I got to a point where I was like backseat driving while I was watching their streams. Like, no, you're doing it wrong. And like, I've never been a huge fan of the Hitman games because I always felt that they were way too sandboxy. Mm-hmm. They would throw you in a situation and go ahead. But in the Hitman Season 1, they actually were like, well, you can talk to this person, and that opens up what they call an opportunity. So you could talk to one person, and then it goes, now you have the opportunity to do this type of thing so you can get your target to come around to you instead of having to search the entire level for your target. Like, there's some really cool stuff in that game, and I'm really excited to play it. And on Tuesday, I will be downloading that for sure. This is also, I think, the last month that you can get PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita titles, because after starting in March, they're not going to be offering PS3 and PS Vita titles for free on PlayStation Plus. So I'm interested to see how they're going. That was the other reason I brought this up, because I was like, I wanted to discuss with you and people in the chat here, what do you think PlayStation Plus free games offering is going to turn into in March? Like, do you think we're going to get more PS4 games? Do you think they're going to add in a PSVR game? Do you think maybe they'll add in a PlayStation Now game or something like that to where I
don't think they'll add more games.
I mean, they're taking away 4 games in March, and we'll be down to 2 a month, which is not bad. That's still yes, you're paying for PlayStation Plus, so these games are not free. I understand that. I'm not
right.
But Hitman is still like a $40 video game, and you're only paying $60 a year for Plus, so you're getting a fucking smoking deal. Is the point? But yeah, I don't know. I wonder where their free game service stuff is going to go in March.
Yeah, if they add, I don't know, because I feel like they could lose money if they add like 2 more games to it when they take those out.
Hitman is only 2 years old. That first Hitman.
I mean, it would be great if they did do it. I'm not complaining.
It's still a recent, like, that's my point. Is like, that's a super recent game, and Hitman got Game of the Year from a lot of outlets in 2016, and now it's going to be free for PlayStation Plus users literally 2 years later. It's insane. I think it's cool.
That's pretty insane, yeah.
They also have awesome sales for PlayStation Plus users too. So like, I just wonder where the free game offerings are going to go since we're losing 4.
My guess is like, I don't know. If they do add more games, great. But if they don't, like, I think they'll probably
just be a big deal if they don't. I don't think
they're not going to be like big games, or maybe they'll be like, I don't know, themes and like the little smaller stuff. Because I mean, I think it's going to be quite a bit of money for them to lose if they add like 2 more games or even.
Especially
for free, or 4 more games even, yeah.
Maybe they just add 1 more game. Maybe it's 3 games a month, and they're all PlayStation 4 games, or maybe one of them is a PSVR title or something.
Like I said, I'm not complaining. I'd be happy if they brought more games, but I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I saw the PlayStation 3. Welcome, M. Thanks. Cheesy brought you here. Great.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us. You should download Hitman on Tuesday and stream it. This is a game for
Which one?
Hitman. This is a game
I can do
for
that.
Gaming Rick to come out. Like, you
They should do
would
a-
be so angry at that game.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna add it. M says that they should do one VR title.
I think that would be.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's because they're really pushing the VR.
And we're at a point where there's hundreds of VR titles out there now. So even if they did one a month, it would take years for them to go through that catalog. And there's still more VR games coming out every week, you know?
Yeah. That's
like, I'm not expecting them to throw something like Beat Saber that's really brand new in there, but like maybe Astrobot. Maybe the game everybody was raving about last year, Astrobot will come out there. Or maybe like Rec Room. I think Rec Room. No, that's not them. That's a PC game. But maybe like Stanley Parable or something like that can come to PlayStation Plus, or like
right. Just
the early like the super early titles.
I probably see that.
Yeah.
Them doing more
like that Batman experience and things like that. So
I think the VR makes more sense
I hope
than
that's what
another
they do for sure.
video game.
I'm kind of bummed that the Vita stuff is going away. I'm also kind of bummed that the PS3 stuff is going away, but I understand them trying to distance themselves from that, because the farther away they get from PS3 and PlayStation Vita era titles, the sooner that they can implement their name change policy. Because right now, the way that their PSN names work is it was tied to so my PlayStation name is some kind of robot. Instead of it being tied to like a user number or some kind of different thing, it's literally tied to some kind of robot. So if I change that name, which they have a beta out right now where people can change their name, you, instead of being able to merge it over, it's like almost like starting a new account. So you will theoretically lose all your shit. So they're doing it a different way now, but migrating it to that, you're basically going to lose all your trophies, or it's possible to lose the trophies and all this other shit. Name. I'm one of the few people that doesn't mind their name. I know you don't mind
Jack
your name.
Bauer, CTULA.
I remember when you got your PlayStation, you did that. I was like,
I was really into 24 at the time.
And I told you, I go,
really
dude, you're going to hate that in like 5 years. You're like, no, I think I'll be good with it. And you don't hate it yet, and it's been longer than 5 years, but
I'm almost at the point where
you're like, fuck, man, why did I do that?
Like,
yeah.
And then when people see me too, like in Destiny, like, all right, we got Jack Bauer. Yeah. Oh my God, he sucks.
So the further they get away from that generation of stuff, the closer they get to being able to implement that name change policy without pissing too many people off.
Yeah. Wolf brought up, well, maybe they should add one more game and then maybe like a DLC game.
Yeah. Okay.
Or add like a DLC. Oh, like a DLC add-on.
They did that.
Or DLC for a game. Okay.
They did. It was a standalone, but they did that about a year ago with Assassin's Creed. Was it Black Flag? Freedom Cry. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which I think was part of the Black Flag game as a DLC, as a standalone DLC, and I downloaded that and played through that and really, really enjoyed that stuff for Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. So they've kind of done the DLC thing before. They also did it. It was a standalone, but Infamous Second Son had an expansion called Infamous First Light, where you play as the other character, one of the other characters you encounter in the game. But it was a standalone thing. But yeah, man, like DLC,
that's a good idea.
like actual DLC for a game that's tied to that game that's not a standalone property, that'd be pretty fucking sweet. Or like a season, like, oh, Deus Ex Mankind Divided was a free game about 1.5 years ago. Now, the season pass for Deus Ex Mankind Divided is free if you want it. Like, that would be really cool. That's an awesome fucking idea.
I think the VR, it sounds more tangible though, because I think they would really want to start pushing the PlayStation VR.
Yeah, maybe that DLC stuff isn't an every month thing. Maybe it's like every once in a while.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because like as far as I can tell,
I don't want to start a new account either.
Besides Freedom Cry and Infamous First Light, I think those are the only two like standalone expansions that they've had as a part of PlayStation Plus. But that's cool. That's a really good. Was that Wolfie said?
About what?
That the idea of adding DLC is.
No, that was M.
Oh, it was M? Okay.
Wait, what's that?
Good idea. Whoever it was, scroll up.
No, I think that was Wolf. Yeah, it was Wolf.
Okay, good idea, Wolf. Do you work for Sony? That's a really good idea. Obviously, you don't, because that's a good idea.
Like, what if they did like one of the DLC add-ons for like Spider-Man?
Yeah, or
That would be pretty.
Or Far Cry,
cool.
or one of the Far Cry games. Or something. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
I guess that in VR I think sounds likely
That's
a good idea, at least for us.
I didn't even fucking think. Hey, Wolf, you wanna come on the show? That's a good idea, man. Anyway, I basically wanted to bring it up for the Hitman discussion and to like hypothesize where they might go with their free game delivery stuff.